say that a man is the closest thing to God. No matter what's going on, we have to rise consistently every day, and we have to provide consistently every day. We have to serve consistently every day.
He has to have a code. He has to have certain things he's going to say and do, and he means it. You know, when I was coming up, if a man said something, his word was bond.
For some guys, they're invisible to women. In order for them to stop complaining, they just really have to step up their game, meaning they have to step up their strategy. They have to become a more attractive guy. So the reason why so many guys are sexless is because they don't have any game.
Weak men need to be purged. And what I mean by that is that there was a time where only the strongest men had valuable things.
Anybody that's been out here in the last 10 years, it's easier to get sex than it is to make $100. Basically put yourself in a position and they throwing it to you. So I think, again, weak men have risen up and they have a voice and they spew their shit onto other weak men and they fall for it. And it's this whole victimhood thing.
I say, okay, put your arm out. They put their arm out. I say, grab your arm. You can grab your arm.
When I think of a man in my head, he takes responsibility with a purpose. And this responsibility gives him struggle, and through that struggle, he gets strength, and through that strength, he creates structure.
Smack your arm. You can smack your arm. Pinch your arm. Okay, you're real. Go fucking knock on Fear's door and grab his arm.
Whatever he wants out of life, whatever he desires out of life, whatever steps he wants to take to secure what he requires, I think he should be true to that first and foremost.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
See, the emotional male will always use emotions to make excuses for the fact he ain't shit.
You gotta be ready to go the distance behind what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to die about some shit.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity, specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now. Yo, that shit just cut off. What's going on, people? What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. We got the late night stream. Shout out to my lady April MC in the motherfucking building. The sexy, luxurious April MC in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to June Sports, Frankie Shy in the building. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Shout out to my dude Duke Alex in the building, D's Nuts in the building, pause, Enoch Jackson, Chris in the chat, Dirty Mac was popping, still the king, Sir Mike Love, B Daddy, How to Gentleman in the building, what's going on? Ivan the Terrible was popping, Mr. Know-It-All, Danny P, J Bizzle, what's going on? Zay the Goat is in the building. Jimmy Lionel, what's going on? Mr. Grow Blue, Richard in the building, Lidwin in the building, Beloved is up in here. Shout out to you, fam. But yeah, man, today's show. Oh my goodness gracious, we got to get into this shit, man. We got to get into this shit. So today we're talking about how women don't respect men who talk at them. Now, before I get into the videos that I'm going to show you guys, let's first talk about this whole thing about talking at women. What are we talking about? Why don't women respect men who talk at them? See, and this is what you guys got to understand about the game, right? See, in order to effectively talk, to women, right, which is what you should be doing, talking to them and not at them. In order for you to effectively talk to women, what happens is that you have to have emotional intelligence. You understand? And so what that means is that you need to be able to feel out the situation and read the room, right? And so what happens is that a lot of guys don't know how to do this, right? And a lot of guys watch the internet and a lot of these podcasts to see, guys basically argue with women. You understand what I'm saying? So just in general, when guys are out there trying to approach women and talk to them and holler at them, a lot of guys are talking at women. So an example of a guy talking at a woman is he sees a girl in the street and he wants to, get at her and get her number, whatever it is like that. So he goes up to the woman and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? What's up? My name is Tom. What's your name?" Julie. Julie, nice to meet you. Listen, hey, I think you're really cute. Is it possible if I could get your number and we could go out sometime and blah, 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 blah. So he's trying to get out the whole entire fucking, conversation to get to the point where he tells her, "Hey, I want your number," so that he expects her to just give him the number in return by saying all this stuff, right? So now what happens is when he's actually interacting with her, he's not talking to her, he's talking at her. He's not actually watching how she's responding to what he's saying. He doesn't even realize, let's say in this example, that the girl is not really that interested in talking to him, right? But he's just saying all the shit he wants to say and get it out to get to the point of letting her know, "Hey, I want your number, give me your number," whatever, right? So he's not actually looking at her body language. He's not looking at how she's responding to him. He's not really paying attention to these things. So what happens is that when he's not paying attention to these things, he may not even realize that this girl is not really interested in him. This is why sometimes you can even get a girl's number, call her, and if she don't return the call or text or whatever, and you're confused. And you know why that happens is because when you were interacting with that woman, because you were talking at her, right? And you wasn't looking at how she was responding to you, right? Then you didn't realize that this woman wasn't interested in the first place. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that part of what goes on when you talk at women is that you are not aware of how the woman is responding to you emotionally. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that when you guys are out here interacting with women, right? You want to make sure you're not talking at them, but you're talking to them. And talking to a woman means that you are interacting with her. You're aware of how she's responding to you, and you're knowing how to guide and navigate the conversation. So the situation and conversation will be beneficial for you and the woman. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I'm going to show you guys today, though, is I'm going to show you a video. Oh, shit, my nigga Miles is in the building. My nigga Miles, I'm so glad you came on tonight, because
yo, I just finished up the masculine identity members only Zoom call. I just finished it up, so it is. That's why. So I was like, I just got off, so I can stay on.
Let's do it. So basically, I was talking about, guys talking at women, right? And I was saying that a lot of these podcasts, like I was saying in general, a lot of guys will talk at women instead of to women because they don't actually have any social intelligence or emotional intelligence. So when they're talking to a woman, they don't even know the woman is showing that she's not interested in talking to him. She's giving him, energy that's not positive. He doesn't realize it because he's just trying to get out his words and say what he wants to say. So he's not in tune with her emotion. Right now, what I wanted to show, though, is because people were sending me this video from this podcast called Fugazi Podcast, right? And there was a video of the host getting a drink thrown at him by this chick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they was like, and so I'm watching all these reaction videos, and dudes are like, man, this chick is all fucked up and all this other stuff. Now, it's not a good thing that she threw the drink in his face. Now, let's get that clear, right? That's not good that she did that. But what I want to show in this video, and I'm going to show you other things that are going on that you guys need to understand, right? And I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm only going to play up to the part where it started getting heated, and then she's about to throw the drink at him, because I don't want to watch the whole video, because to be honest, I can't, bro. I can't deal with these podcasts, because a lot of them, it's not it. I can't do it. But anyway,
it's a setup. It's a setup for clicks, man.
Right, basically. So what happens is that when a lot of you guys watch these podcasts, right, what these guys are doing is they're talking at women, get women emotional. They can have viral moments and all this other nonsense, right? So what happens is that a lot of you guys are watching these things thinking that this is the move. But what you got to understand is that a lot of times these type of things happen because when they're in these situations, they're not actually having an actual conversation to talk to the woman. They are interacting with the woman to talk at the woman. And so what happens is when you talk at a woman, what you're doing is you're not actually having a dialogue or an interaction for her to actually respond to you in a way where she feels like she's actually being heard in the situation. All that's happening is that you're saying things to her, getting her triggered, ignoring that she's being triggered, or not realizing that she's triggered. And then you're like, wait a second, why is she acting this way? What is this? I don't understand. These women are crazy out here. I didn't do nothing. I was just chilling, and she started acting crazy. Well, let's bring up this video real quick.
Well, bitches do be acting crazy. Though. I ain't go
right. But let's bring up this video real quick.
Wait, hold on.
Behold the ruthlessness of a bitch.
There you go.
Fact. Shout out to Boss Man. Shout out to Boss Man.
This is perfect. I'm about to kill this fucking soundboard.
Bless that bitch.
So basically, let me bring you guys up to speed of what's happening here. So in this episode, this girl on the right with the black and white shirt on or whatever, right? She's talking to the host Cooley, and she's basically telling this guy that her and her man is in an open relationship. And, of course, because, the host Cooley is like a red pill guy. So he's like, oh, your man is, not a real man because when he allows you to be with other men, then something's wrong with him, and so forth and so on, and yada yada yada, so forth and so on. You know how it goes. But anyway,
right.
So and I don't want to go through the whole thing because he was talking about a whole bunch of stuff that was wrong. I don't really need to go too much into it because we will be here all night. But I want to show this clip, and because I got it to the 18-minute mark, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to show some other things to illustrate why these things are happening, and also why this all is his fault. I'm gonna show you why this is all his fault. Locario, Miles, how come you always blaming the man? I'm gonna show you why it's his fault. You're gonna be like, oh shit, you're right, it is his fault. Watch, I'm gonna show you guys. But let's continue. Let's show this real quick. Let's do this.
That monogamous shit.
Yeah, you're just moving the goalposts.
When we talking about
she's changing the conversation.
A man and a man's position.
Yeah, so this is actually a reaction video, somebody else's reaction video that I pulled up. So there's a guy at the bottom talking and shit too.
We got to talk about a faithful man, a man that's standing on 10 toes, a man that know his business, a man that's going to sit there and hold down his female, no matter what.
Yeah,
no matter when it comes. Because no matter if you go broke, you're never going to change on her. You understand what I'm saying?
And real quick, before we get into, I want to let you guys know, before this happened, you guys can watch the clip after the fact. But before you see how she's getting a little agitated, before this happened, she was just chilling and talking, right? It's regular. But then what happened is that she was getting agitated by the stuff that Cooley was saying, right? Now, what happens is that, and I don't know this man from a can of paint, but he's either doing one or two things. He's on purpose saying things to trigger the women, or he's saying things that he believes, but he doesn't realize that it's triggering the chick. Or he doesn't realize that, like, he's like, oh, these women are crazy, and I'm just speaking the red pill truth. You feel what I'm saying? So then he doesn't realize that that's making the woman emotional. See, guys, let me explain something to you. When you guys talk to women, right? If it gets to the point where the woman gets extremely emotional to where she starts acting crazy and wild and insane and throwing shit and doing all this other stuff, understand that's your fault. Right. Because when you're interacting with women, you're responsible for guiding the conversation. Whether this is you hollering at a chick or whether you're on a fucking podcast. You as a man, you still need to guide the conversation. But again, this could all be for clicks, because remember, the audience for this type of stuff is a lot of guys who like to see women get like screamed on and put in their place and
humbled.
Right. This needs to be a whole nother genre called like humbled podcasts or some shit. This is like a whole fucking niche or some shit. But let's continue.
That's a real man.
Well,
my dad is hold on.
Most men, when
remember we had them rules in the beginning, right? My dad is a real man, and he lives by that haram that you speak of. You understand? Muslim since the day I was born. My middle name is Saouda. Black is beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean. That's what I stand for. Black is beautiful, baby. You understand? So when you speak of a real man, you're speaking of my father. That's a real man.
So she's triggered because he told her that her boyfriend or a guy isn't a real man because they're in an open relationship. And then she brings up her father, and all this other stuff. So she's in the triggered stage right now, but let's go.
So why don't you date a man like your father?
Oh, I'm looking for a man like my daddy. I'm looking for like a man like my daddy. But
It's
really not that many.
It's really not that many. That your man isn't a real man. That her father is a real man.
Yeah.
She literally just said she's still looking for a man that's like her father and he's in a relationship with another dude. But how do we even get to this point? She just straight moved the goalposts and changed the conversation.
Character, bro.
Yeah, but you just admitted. Time out.
A man doesn't, because what you convert and who you claim to be makes you a real man. A real man is what you stand by and what you live by every single day.
Real quick.
My father is a man that wakes up and he's peaceful. He prays.
So now what's happening here is that because he told her about her boyfriend not being a real man, which is something that you should never really do in the first place. Like when you guys are talking to women, right? And a lot of these dudes on the podcast and all this other stuff, right? What happens is that you have to let a man do his thing for his own situation. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that if you're talking to a woman, and let's say she says, oh yeah, my guy, he likes to take me on extravagant trips every 3 months and blah blah blah. And you're like, man, your guy is not a real man, because a real man wouldn't be spoiling you like that. Whatever. Right? So what happens is even if you think that and believe that, when you say that, it's gonna cause her to get emotional because you're dissing her man. You understand what I'm saying? See, you guys have to understand, when you're talking to women, right? You guys think that you're talking to guys. See, we could talk to each other that way as men. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is, when you're talking to a man, you can say a certain thing and the man will pick it up and say, oh, I see what you're saying, and I see the logic in what you're saying, and I'm not going to get emotional about what you're saying because I can see the logic. When you speak to women, women are like, I hear what you said. It made me feel this way. And even though it makes sense, I don't care, because now I'm in my feelings. You see what I'm saying? So then what happens is, because she's in her feelings, you're going to get a certain reaction. What's your thoughts on this, Miles? I've been talking for.
No, you're correct. See, the problem is like you said, a lot of these guys on the podcast, they don't realize that they are arguing with a bitch.
Right, exactly.
They think, like you were saying, that they're talking to someone.
Mm-hmm.
But what they're both doing is that these men are trying to. Problem is, like you said.
Hold on, 215. Put yourself on mute. I'm gonna get to you in a second. But go ahead.
The dude, it's like the dude on the podcast. He's trying to be right.
Mm-hmm.
Woman is trying to be right.
Right.
See, you don't, when you understand what you understand, there's no need to try to be right.
Mm-hmm.
No need to really prove it. Like a lot of times when you hear us talk on the pod, when you hear us talk on our lives, and especially when we're proving a point to a caller, a good majority percent of the time, don't you hear us say things and then they come to be true?
Mm-hmm.
As the caller continues to talk?
Exactly.
It's not that we were trying to be right. We just followed the rules of the game, and the shit that we said, they proved to be true during the course of the conversation.
Right.
So and that's the difference between us talking to men and then these guys on podcasts trying to talk to women.
Right.
Right? Where it's like, instead of leading by example and just letting the game basically put itself out there,
mm-hmm.
They're actually arguing and going back and forth with the woman, and that's the big mistake.
Right.
Because it's not really about being right. It's really about understanding game, and that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Now, if you know how to articulate game to a woman, then, like, don't you see sometimes they have a chick on the podcast and they explain things in a certain way, and the chicks be with it, like the chicks be on their side.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. So if you truly understand game, truthfully, the chick is supposed to agree with you and be on your side.
Right. Exactly.
You understand? Because it's not that you're right, but it's that you understand game.
Right.
But it's like this. To say that if I let go of this, it'll fall.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me being right.
Mm.
That's me understanding the game of gravity.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not right. Like, yeah. You see, I told you that if I let it go, it'll fall. No, that's just gravity working in real time.
Right.
There's no reason for me to celebrate and have no victory for being right about gravity. Gravity is a rule that proves itself all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes, they're not really articulating and explaining game. They're trying to be right.
Right.
On camera versus a bitch.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And when the bitch detects it, that's when they get pissed off.
Exactly.
And that's what causes a lot of the shit. But so it's true, like you said, like these guys got to know what they're really doing. And this is why I don't, me personally, I'm so glad you never asked us to do this shit, bro, because Like I can't do that. Like see, we did something back in the day where we had female co-hosts on our shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But again, we were just explaining game, and majority of the time they would just agree with us and be like, you know what, you're right. Because I've also seen that before in my life and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? Like even when we had, and I'm talking about the Sexy Party Show days, guys, if whoever been following us that long, a lot of the times we would bring women on, and by the end of the shit, they would just be like, you know what? That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Or I agree. I've seen that before.
Right.
So a lot of times it was, I mean, you might have a couple arguments here and there, but a lot of times it was more like just an explanation of game, and bitches be like, yo, that's true. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's because when we would talk to the women, right, well, what happened is that we're not talking at them, we're talking to them. And so what that means is this. See, the thing is, a lot of guys, what will happen is they'll try to harp on a certain point and they want to force the woman to agree. Right. And so what happens is that you don't necessarily see, this is the thing. You don't try to force someone to agree, right? Mm-hmm. What you do is you ask the person questions, right? So that they can come up to their own conclusions, right? And then if they see it, the conclusion they will see is sort of what you're saying, because they may not necessarily see it now, right? That also matters if what you're saying is valid. And see, a lot of times what happens is on these podcasts, because these dudes don't have game, what they're saying usually isn't valid. So that's why a lot of the triggering happens also. But let's continue.
Praise for me. He sends me good energy.
I got a nay.
That's
I got a nay. Calm down.
Not a man that's gonna sit here and tell a female you can't have a male friend.
I got you,
I'm too little for you to have something.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. One mic at a time.
And also, baby, I'm ready for you.
Real quick, Nay. When you speaking and not cut you off, I'm the host. You got to stop talking. We're not gonna go on these long rants.
You see that right there? You see?
You know, and this is the thing. This is what's funny. And see, and I want y'all to remember this part, because there's a few parts I want you to remember, because I'm going to make the main point soon so that you guys understand why this stuff happens and why it's his fault. See, if he's saying, you know, you stop talking, I'm the host, right? What should really be happening is that should have been something that should have been a precedent set for his show from the beginning.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But if you notice, if you watch the show, there's a lot of times where he has to do this. And I'm going to show you. And the reason why he has to do this a lot of times, because there's no precedent set for the women to act a certain way on the show. Right? So but let's continue.
I'm talking because you're the host. Because when you speak, I give you
time out. If you're not gonna respect, it's very simple, Nay. If you're not going to,
so we're gonna sit here, we're gonna debate all day, baby. I'm a boy.
Fair enough, baby. I love you. What you think. You gonna love me too. Yeah, these are the rules of the podcast, and all the girls heard.
So only the host could speak when everyone else is talking.
You still speaking over me.
Okay, I'm just asking.
When I'm speaking,
clarification,
and you going on these long rants. I already understand.
You want to cut me off when you don't like what you hear.
Time out. You still speaking while I'm speaking.
I am.
Got it. Slow it down.
All
right.
Now, what I want you guys to understand or think about is, why is she so disrespectful to him? Just keep that question in your mind, because I'm about to answer it soon. We're going to answer it soon. Just keep asking yourself, why is she so disrespectful to him? Let's continue.
So when I'm speaking, stop speaking.
All right,
if you continue,
you stop speaking.
That isn't how it goes.
That's how it goes on my book.
Okay.
When I signed up to come here, and I signed up for me to be on this video, that's what I signed up for. I didn't sign up to be disrespected. And that's why you don't like men on your podcast. Let's talk about it.
No, I explained that in the beginning.
No.
When did he disrespect her? And this is not the first time I've seen that on No Fugazi podcast. Women will get upset, won't have a foot to stand on, and they'll try to justify their bad behavior, her childish behavior, constantly interjected.
You see, he said, this is not the first time I've seen this. But let's continue.
While he's trying to make a point, he'll try to justify by saying, oh, you're being disrespectful, you're being rude. That man hasn't raised his voice. That man hasn't cursed at her, hasn't done anything except tell her, if I cut you off, this is my show. I'm doing it for a reason. I'm allowed to do it because I'm the host of the show, and you can't talk over me. If you can't accept that, then kick rocks to your toes bleed.
No, because you want to disrespect women.
Who did I disrespect today?
Let's talk about it. You want to be little people
Who did he belittle?
Belittle you first.
He didn't belittle.
See, and see, she said you want to disrespectful women, you want to belittle people. Where's she getting that idea from? Like where did she get that thought?
Right.
And the reason why she got that thought is because she's seen previous shows before.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So because she's seen previous shows before, right? That is why she's disrespecting him. Let me show you guys something. Let's check this out. Check this out real quick. I want to show you guys something, right? And this is why it's his fault. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here. These are screenshots from previous shows, right? So this screenshot says, Cooley kicks out ratchet single mom. Right? Let's look at another one. Girl starts crying when Cooley states this fact. You're big. Let's look at another one. I never tried to smash you. Ratchet 304 jumps the host and got kicked out but refused to leave. Y'all seeing a pattern here? Cooley kicks off low IQ wildebeest. Get off my show. You see a pattern here? Now, this is why it's his fault, and this is why she's disrespecting him, because he set a precedent for disrespect.
Right. He's doing it on purpose. It's a clickbait thing.
Exactly. So the thing is this. You guys watch the show and you're like, what's wrong with these 304s and blah, blah, blah. But he set a precedent for disrespect. So this is why she's like, this is why you be acting this way, disrespecting women, belittling, blah, 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 because it's already on the fucking thing in the history of his shit. So when she comes on the show, she's like, listen, I'm coming on the show and I'm not respecting you in the first place because I've seen how you acted before. Now, what does this sound like? This sounds like when you guys are dealing with women and you've shown a history through your actions that you are not to be respected. You see what I'm saying? This is why I'm saying it's his fault. You see what I mean? So what happens is that they're looking at the woman. What happened is he set a precedent for this to occur.
Right.
That's basically what's going on. Let's continue.
Did I belittle today?
No, I'm just saying. I watch a lot of your podcasts. I'm just saying. I'm not very emotional at all. You don't see any tears.
I mean, well, it seems like you're being emotional.
Make me feel good, baby, and I'm smashed.
I got you. So,
y'all got my veneers?
Nate, here's how it's gonna go.
Hibachi.
I got you. Here's how it's gonna go. Right.
Yep.
When I'm speaking, now this is gonna be a little bit disrespectful because you've been disrespectful.
Here it is.
He said, this is going to be disrespectful because you've been disrespectful.
So he's going down to her level. He thinks they're the same. He thinks the same as a bitch.
Exactly.
Bless that bitch.
You see what I'm saying?
Speaking,
I got
shut
out
up.
here.
That's totally fine.
All right, when I'm speaking the same shit, shut up.
Got it. You just admitted that.
Don't invite nobody on your podcast.
You just admitted that your man ain't that man, that your father is that man.
No, he is that man.
No, your man isn't that man. You just admitted that.
I don't have to cheat with him to go with another man. A female is different. He don't got a vagina.
And see, what you guys got to understand also too is that because women speak with emotion, easy to break down illogical things to an audience of other guys who watch this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't understand how women communicate. Because see, the shit makes sense to me because I know how to communicate with women. I understand how women act and I understand why they respond and react a certain way. Right? And when you don't have game, shit like that don't make sense to you. Like, oh, what? He's like, well, you said that, your father's this and this and this and that. So he's trying to bring that up, but he doesn't realize she was bringing that up to defend the position of her actual man being a man because he was dissing her man. That's it. It had nothing to do with it being a logical thing. She was grasping at something because she was upset and she's trying to cover that situation so she doesn't have to adhere to what he's saying about her man. She just don't like that fact. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
People, other human beings, explore your sexuality.
If you can't handle
and it's
that,
not only for your man.
That's on you. You can't handle that with your female.
Right now. No, not at all.
I feel sorry
But
for whoever
listen,
you date because baby, I could never be trapped in the box.
We actually gonna end this. You up out of here. It's time for you to go.
I ain't
You're
going
not paying
nowhere.
to the rules.
For the people.
Steve, you can go ahead and do what you do best.
Do what you do best. I call the people.
Yes. Call the boys. Yeah, call the boys. You don't want to leave.
Call them.
It's time for you to go.
Whatever clips you want.
And see, this is the interesting part about this, right? Is because, you know, if I came to you and said, bruh, I said, Miles, you know, every time a girl comes up to my place, I got to kick the chick out of my house. All the time when I get girls over my house, they start acting wild and I got to kick them out all the time. You know what Miles going to say? Bruh, you're the common denominator, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You're the common denominator. So if you're constantly having to kick women off the show, you're the common denominator. The problem is when the audience who watches him who doesn't have game, they're gonna think it's the woman. You see how that works? So when you don't have game, you're not gonna realize you're not gonna realize that you are the common denominator. Crazy. Let's continue.
I mean,
we live. He's really gonna call the police.
I don't care.
Go ahead, Steve.
And we gonna walk out of here the same way.
We've had this before.
Yeah, and they're right up the street. They come very fast.
Oh my God! I don't pay taxes in PA, so you can call the cops if you want. I don't pay taxes. He want to be disrespectful because I have an opinion that doesn't align with his.
Steve, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Do what you got to do.
Come on. No. I see you do this a lot on his podcast.
But he never disrespected you.
And my dad, I didn't call him either.
He didn't yell at you.
Right? I asked him for the same respect he gave me. Am I being disrespectful?
Steve.
No, I spoke what I spoke.
I understand that, but come on.
That's what I spoke.
We don't gotta do that. Like, come on.
See now.
So you can cancel the whole podcast because we both out. Respectfully.
That's totally fine.
Because if you don't want to hear what I gotta say, then I can leave. If that was your thing, because you did that from the beginning when you didn't even put me in a clip and anything.
Oh, that's why you butthurt? You just didn't make the cut.
I'm not butthurt because of that. I'm butthurt.
You didn't make the cut for the thumbnail.
You don't like the fact that I have a different opinion.
That's what she mad about. She didn't make the clip for the thumbnail.
No, you didn't make the cut for the thumbnail. It's just how it is.
It's from you.
Many girls don't
and you
make
do
the
that a
thumbnail.
lot on your podcast. Because if I was okay, kiki with him, he wouldn't have a
Go ahead,
problem.
Steve. Go ahead, make that call.
People talk.
So
He let you talk. Let him.
And I let him talk the whole time he spoke. And
Leave
that
him
was
alone.
this by him because y'all his people. I'm moving on.
Chat, we live. We do it live.
Nay.
Put it on one, Steve.
Nay.
Miles, that's all you right there.
That's all me right there, nigga. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
That is all me right there.
Yes, Daddy.
Let's call the cops.
No, Nay, it's not
I
worth
didn't
it.
offend nobody. I didn't put my hands on nobody. I didn't threaten nobody. We all on
Time for you to go. Hold on, Steve. No, go do what you do. Yes.
I don't care. He tripping. But we know his podcast.
It is what it is. Nah, I'm good, Mama. I'm good, Mama. Don't touch me, Mama. I'm good, Mama. Don't touch me.
And see, what you want to notice is right there where even though they going back and forth, she was still trying to be like, all right, I'm out, and shake his hand.
Right.
And he was like,
nah, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Now look at what the other guy does when she says it.
Nay, come on, man.
Step out.
Respectfully.
He a little bitch.
Step out.
Oh,
Step out.
So the other guy shook her hand, and then he's
The ruthlessness of a bitch.
and then so she threw the water at him, saying that he a bitch ass nigga. But let's rewind that again real quick so y'all can see. Hold on. So because what's funny to me is what's the in your feelings part? That's the part I don't understand.
Right.
Because like she's in her feelings because she a chick.
Right.
But he's kind of in his feelings.
And honestly, you know, there's a few things here because there's a lot of people don't even know this, but etiquette wise, right? When a woman stands, you know, all the men in the room are supposed to stand, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or at a table. Like if you're having dinner, and like, you know, like your girl, your lady gets up to go to the bathroom, you're supposed to at the very least like ease up out of your chair.
Mm-hmm.
and then after she walks away, then you can sit back down.
Mm.
So the reason why I say that is that in this situation, him as the host of the show, when she got up to leave, he was supposed to stand as well.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Etiquette wise.
He's the host. You know what I'm saying?
The host, exactly. So the thing is that even if it was a confrontational thing, you should be standing up again because she a big bitch. Like, like you gotta guard your grill, nigga. Like, just on some man shit, but on some etiquette shit, but on some other shit too. Like this is a big bitch, and she's she talking kind of saucy and shit. You get what I'm saying? So you might want to stand up and guard your grill, like, and then not do that pussy shit. Talking about, oh, don't touch me, we good, don't touch me. Like, like you bring it on yourself because you just as sassy as the hoe.
Right. Right. That's what. See, a lot of you guys be thinking, when we say this shit, I be like, yo, why you guys always, caping for women? No, we're not caping for women. We're trying to get you guys to understand that you are different.
You are different.
You're not equal. You're
not equal to these bitches.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like, let me bring it just a little further, guys. Remember, you've heard this before. They said that whatever you give a woman, she enhances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you give a woman some food, she makes you a meal, right? You put a single cell organism inside her, she gives you a whole fucking human being.
Right.
What you give to a woman, she enhances. So if you give her attitude and disrespect, you understand, even retroactively,
right?
You give these women attitude and disrespect, they will enhance it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening here. So the trick is, the game is to lead by example.
Exactly.
If you want classy bitches around you, guess what type of nigga you gotta be?
Mm-hmm.
If you want respectful bitches around you, guess what type of nigga you gotta be?
Right.
You understand? So this is the part that a lot of niggas don't get, because again, like I was saying before, y'all trying to y'all trying to compete with the bitch.
Right.
You a man, you don't compete with a bitch. If you are intellectual, you don't compete with a dummy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
if you a smart nigga, you don't compete with a you know what I'm saying, with a you can't say some words.
Right.
If you know who you are, you know that there's no competition.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you talking about, he said, oh, you butthurt. But nigga, you butthurt too.
Right.
Because the bitch trying to say peace and what. First of all, you trying to kick her off the show on some, shout out to Myron, right? On some
Fresh and Fit shit, because they got all that shit from Fresh and Fit.
All of that shit.
Basically.
You understand what I'm saying? And I see other niggas doing it too, but I ain't gonna say too much. But this is what I'm saying. Like, all of this shit is it's a setup for clicks.
Right.
Invite a bunch of bitches, see which one get the most reaction from. Say some shit to get her butt hurt, and then cause a scene to get it kicked off the show, and we're gonna get a bunch of fucking clicks.
Right.
And I mean, okay, fine, you're gonna get the clicks, but at what cost?
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're seen on camera arguing with a bitch.
Exactly.
You understand? Like, a man don't argue with fools, because those from a distance can't tell who's who.
Exactly.
So the bitch is putting her hand out to shake your hand, and you like, no, ma, don't touch me, ma.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so it's like both of y'all is come on, man. Both of y'all is bitches, bro. I'm sorry, man. Like, so again, guys, just the bottom line is, you got to lead by example. Whatever you want from a woman, you have to show and prove by your leadership example.
So Leek said, why do you need to stand when women stand? Well, that's like a traditional thing, and a lot of y'all niggas talk about y'all want traditional women, right? So y'all want to go with the tradition?
I'll tell you why you need to stand when a woman stands, because you have to understand something. Back in the day, high heels was a new invention. When a woman stood up, to get from behind a table, and she had to move a chair and all that, and her dress was long and this, that, and the third. But women would fucking fall over. So if your woman is getting up from the table, you have to stand, hold her wrist or her arm, and make sure she clears the table without tripping on her dress and shit like that.
Right.
That's really what it's all about. It's a very practical thing. Women's garments were very complicated back in the day. It's not like it is today, where you see that bitch in a short skirt and bitches wearing biker shorts and all this workout and shit. No, all women wore dresses back in the day.
Right.
All of them. And they wore heels. So when a woman is getting up from the table, you got to get up too and be like, hey, hun, you okay? Let me help you from the table.
Right.
Oh, you going to the bathroom? All right, cool. I'll be right here when you get back. And then so after she walks away, then you sit back down and continue your conversation with your comrades or whatever it is. She comes back to the table now. You have to stand up again, pull her chair out,
right,
get her in to sit on the chair. She sits down, you bring in her chair, and then you sit back down.
Right.
That is exactly, April. Corsets and whole bunch of complicated shit that was parts of a dress. You understand? These are these are the type of things that I talk about when I say when I move how I move. Everybody in the spot know who my bitch is. There's no question who she's with.
Right.
So that means certain levels of when they see me behave a certain way, certain levels of respect follow me.
Right.
Because they know I'm a nigga that's following game from an entire different point in history.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why when niggas be like, Miles, don't you ever get disrespected when guys are looking at your girl and blah blah? No. Because the way I move is totally different from any nigga you ever seen.
Right.
So the average nigga, he's in awe. He's just in awe, and he knows, that's that nigga girl right there. And the way she moved, the way she look at him, the way that he moved with respect and reverence, and certain other ways that he moved like a fucking man.
Right.
I'm not gonna mess with that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So see, these are the leakage. Why you gotta get up when a girl get up? Cause y'all little niggas don't know nothing about being no fucking man. And no offense, League, you my nigga and all that, but that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. That's why we do what we do. Right. Because the mentality of real masculinity is something different, and half of y'all niggas don't even know what it is.
Right.
But that's probably a whole nother conversation.
Real talk. I want y'all to just again look at the end of this where she throws a drink in the face. Now, again, her throwing the drink is not right. See what I'm saying? I want you to say that. It's not fucking right. I don't want y'all to think we agree with that type of shit. But what I'm saying is that what happens is that a lot of times shit builds up to that type of situation. This is what we try to get you guys to understand. Let's take a call real quick. We're going to go to 213. 213, what's popping? Who this?
What this Art?
What's going on, fam? What's popping? Did you donate?
Yeah. $6, player.
I got you. Appreciate it. Hold on. Let me get the right joint. Appreciate it. So what's going on with your fam? What's going on with your fam?
All right, so I got a question real quick about I met this one female going to the movies by myself, chilling, and then we just end up, clicking with the look. She looked at me, I look at her, could tell she was interested. Went over to her. And when I went over to her, shit, I just, what's your name? Okay, you work here? Okay, looking good. Let me get your number real quick because, I got to go watch my movie. She gave the number. So, long story short, we talking on and off over text. And she tells me some wild shit. Now, I kind of already know what's going on, but I want to know what y'all think. She tells me, so I'm just letting you know, we only been talking for like 2 or 3 days. I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna be going to Vegas with my bestie, and because me and her, get together and we turn up, we on our bullshit. She's 27 years old, and that's basically it. But I ain't tripping on nothing. But what would you get out of that if it was you?
What do you mean? What do you get out of that?
what would you think about what she said? Do you think it's like, okay, she on some whole shit? Do you think that she's a fucking moneymaker out there? Like, what would you say?
I wouldn't be thinking anything because I wouldn't give a shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, why do you care?
Yo, you said you just met this bitch a couple of days ago. What do you want from this woman, my nigga?
Just want to fuck. That's it.
Okay, if you just want to fuck, why do you give a fuck about anything else? No. Why are you even having conversations about what she might be doing with her homegirl and all that other shit? Nigga, set up a time to fuck. What are we talking about?
Right. Exactly.
Niggas is so fucking unfocused. Stop, Colin. Just stop. Y'all niggas is so fucking unfocused. What you even talking to her for? You said you just want to fuck.
Right.
So set up a time to fuck in a text, and then that's it. What the fuck are we doing?
Okay, can I say something, brother?
Go ahead.
Okay, now, I'll give you the honest to God reason why I brought this situation up. So the other niggas on y'all platform can hear this, so they will know what's up when I say this situation. I don't care what she does out there. I want to know what y'all thought, so y'all can, so the people on here can hear it. You know what I mean? They be like, okay.
Yeah, but that's what we trying to say. We trying to say that whatever she's.
But I don't care though.
No. This is the thing. Caller. You asked us what we thought about it, but there's nothing to think about because it's irrelevant.
Yep. All right, caller. Let me ask you, what was the conversation that led to her saying, "Yo, I'm about to hang out with my girl and we gonna be on our bullshit"? What was the conversation that led to that, homie?
There was nothing. She just
hold on, real quick. I'm sorry, not to cut you off again, but was it through text or was this a verbal conversation? I just need to know that part.
It was through text.
It was through text. Okay. What did you say before she said, "Yo, I'm out to get with my girl and turn up"? What did you say to her before she said that?
Shit. I was just like, "What you doing today?" Or "What you been up to?" She said she was at work.
Oh, shut! No. You see what I'm saying, motherfucker? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all niggas is time wasters. Y'all niggas talk about a bitch wasting your time. Y'all niggas wasting bitches' time, bruh. What the fuck are you talking about? What you up to? Caller, do you care what she's up to, or do you care of when she's free so y'all can fuck? Which one?
When she's free so we can fuck. I don't care what she does.
So what should you text her then, homie? What is the only thing you need to text her?
When you free so we can get together. That's basically it.
Exactly. That's what we said. Like, caller. The fact that you even know that she going to Vegas, that's already fucked up. Why do you shouldn't even have this information?
Nigga, I don't care. I don't care.
Like why do you even have, like, if you're focused on fucking, the only conversation should be, "Hey, what's up? When are you free to get together so we can hook up?" There should be no conversation about her life.
At all.
Right.
Y'all niggas is wilding, bro.
Right. I really just want to fuck. That's it. I don't care about nothing else, to be honest. She's 27. She's going to be living her life. All I want to do is hunt. That's basically it.
No, but you sound like you care though. You sound like you really feel some type of way.
Nigga, you sound like you looking for wifey, nigga. Stop it, bro. Just stop, bro.
No.
I'm looking for wifey. You like, "Oh, yo, I don't care. You know, she 27. She gonna be living her life. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you really only care about fucking, then act like you only care about fucking. Get when she's free so y'all can fuck, and that's it, nigga. The fuck else are we talking about?
Yeah, why you care about her being on whole shit?
Y'all niggas put yourselves in these situations to get fucked by these bitches, bro. Yo, I don't understand why she talking about all this. Why she going to Vegas? Yo, you think she out here in these streets, homie? I don't know, man. She might not be wifey material, dog.
I'll tell you the reason why. The other reason I had another agenda. I was actually trying to get her to get out and get some dough. And I was trying to see if she was down with that.
Get some dough?
Niggas lying, man. You fucking lying.
Wait. Get some dough to do what?
And bring it back to me. What the hell are you talking about?
For what? For what?
Now he trying to act like I was gonna try to get her on some pimping shit. Yeah.
But to get her to give you caller, why would you do that?
Why would I do that? What the hell?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Because I want to. That's why.
But why though? Like, so okay, so you just met this woman. Why are you Why would you Why would you get her to invest so much into you now when she just met you?
I wanted.
Huh?
Well, not right away. I mean, I'm talking about over time. But I'm
come on, fam. Stop. You keep switching up.
Right now. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying. Oh.
Caller, come on, man.
All right, hey man, I had a bad experience back in the day with this one bitch. So I'm trying to get back at all the other bitches.
Wait, look, Mario, wait. Oh my gosh.
You serious?
He had a bad experience with this one bitch back in the day. So, it's just because, sometimes when we put our trust in these bitches, it's just.
Come on, caller, you bullshitting. What is going on with you, man? First you worried about her hoeing. You trying to be a pimp? What's going on?
Hey man, the bitch is one of the reasons why it brought me to y'all channel. So y'all should be like, okay, thanks, bitch, to the bitch. Shit, to be honest.
Hey, calling all pimps. When do you give a fuck about what a bitch is doing this weekend?
Right, for real.
Or are you telling the bitch what she's doing this weekend? You the worst fucking pimp in the world if you was trying to pimp, nigga. You're the worst.
I'm a truck driver, so how the fuck can I get to her and be like, hey, we're doing this, and I can't even be there? That's the reason why.
See, you ain't got no faith and no program. You come on, man.
This is wild, bro.
I can't program the bitch right away, nigga, off of knowing her. Like first 3 days. Come on now.
This is wild, man. But so
that's the truth. You know that.
So
I can program this white bitch out of Portland.
How did we get to the topic of pimping in, nigga?
Well, I told you the reason why, because I had a bad experience with a bitch a long time ago. So I wanted to see if I can play some chess with this hoe and get her to be like, go out there and see if she's down with going to Scottsdale, Arizona and Calabasas and shit like that. You know what I mean?
How you expect to do that?
I can do it because she likes me a lot. I can tell. She's on me hard. I'm serious.
So
the bitch already likes you and she's choosing you and she likes you and she listens all good and that. Then you there's a possibility you can do that.
So why are you worried about what she's doing in Vegas? So why are you worried about what she's doing in Vegas?
I don't. I'm saying this because so the people that's listening on here, they can be like, oh, okay, we know what to look out for.
But what is there, caller? What is there to look out for? There's nothing to look out for.
Oh my God! So, like, say for instance, if these other dudes are on here that's listening and heard some shit like that, oh, me and my friend, we going to Vegas and we wild out and do this. Then the guys that got that much game, like I'm one of the motherfuckers. I'm not saying I got the best game. They would be like, oh, okay. We heard him homeboy call in and say this situation. So we know that we shouldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That's all.
But this is the thing, caller. They would never say that to a woman. They would just tell the woman, "Yo, let's get together to fuck."
We set that up. She told me, called in, and she hit me up and be like, "Hey, Daddy, I'm going to Vegas." She want to see what I'm going to say or do, and I'm like, "Okay, do your thing. I don't care." I was like, "Oh shit, watch out now," and that's it. I didn't be like, "Oh, who you going with?" I don't care. So there you go.
All right, caller. Well, anything else you want to say?
Hey, man.
Wait. Caller. Before you leave, I just want to say a prayer for you. Listen up.
Let us pray the pimp's prayer. Lord, please pray for the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong, Lord, so that she might learn a hoe's place. Amen.
truck driver pimping, nigga. We be pimping in the truck driving industry, nigga. We be pimping. We be pimping, parking lot pimping out here. We drop the load and we get the bitch to trick it out with the pimps, nigga.
Hey. Hey, all love and respect to this channel, man. Y'all doing y'all thing.
Hey, appreciate you. Real talk, though. Real talk. Appreciate the call. It was a good call. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
All right, peace.
Hey, oh, and be safe out there on the road, my brother. Truck drivers, fuck with y'all.
All right. So, guys, call in number 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901. Y'all motherfuckers is wild out here, man. Y'all be like, yo, I met this girl the other day, and she told me that she was going to a high school reunion. What do you guys think about that? Is she going to, like, get back with her ex-boyfriend? Like, what? Yo, why do y'all get so emotionally invested in women y'all just met? I'll be like, God damn, man. Y'all be like,
look, guys, here's what you need to do when you meet a bitch.
Vet your bitches well.
Exactly. My nigga Boss Mac, nigga. Everything this nigga say is a fucking soundbite, nigga.
Exactly, that's a fact.
Bless that bitch.
Real shit.
Hey, real quick too. I got these sound bites directly from some new shorts that Boss Mac been putting up on his YouTube. Go check out his YouTube. Go subscribe. Seriously, go subscribe to Boss Mac YouTube, man. Shit is fire.
Right.
Okay, stop playing.
And also, we got the final days of the summer sale. So, guys, get up on there. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com and join the Masculine Identity Membership now for $1. You guys got like a week left, okay? A week, okay? So stop fucking around. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's only $1 for 30 days.
$1 for 30 days.
So make sure you guys get up on that shit ASAP. You feel what I'm saying? Now let's see this guy get a drink thrown in his face real quick. Hold on, let's this shit crazy. So again, watch how he refuses to even get up and shake her hand, and then she goes.
I got shot. I'm about to go. Steve, no, you do what you do. Yeah.
I don't care. He tripping. But we know his fault.
It is what it is. Nah, I'm good, mama. I'm good, mama. Don't touch me, mama. I'm good, mama. Don't touch me.
Nay, come on, man.
Step out.
Respectfully.
He a little bitch.
Step out. Step out. Get up out of here. Y'all seen that, right? She poured the drink.
Now again, the question is, why would she disrespect them? But let's look at this other video real quick. Hold on, let me pull up this other video real quick, right? And let's look at this real quick, because remember, setting precedents, right? Now let's look at this real quick. And this one, I think, is something that happened a year ago.
All right. Yeah, on my kids. On my kids. My phone's dead.
Are you live?
No, my phone's dead.
Why you not
on my kids, you're gonna be mad. You're about to.
Why you not live right now?
Watch this
Wait, why you not live right
Jada
now?
Meeks, I bet you that my Facebook is gonna be blocked from this page, bro. My page is gonna be blocked. My page is gonna be blocked. What's up? What's up? Because you're a liar. Because you're a liar.
Back up.
Because you're a liar.
Back up. Back up. Look.
Come.
See, yeah, the cops gonna see that. The cops gonna see that.
And I'm gonna wait.
Yo, Steve, watch her right by the door. She's not supposed to be in here at all.
I'm not waiting.
Nah, because you're mad.
Because you're mad. Because you got exposed.
Now let me ask a stupid question. Why would this other woman think it's okay to throw a drink in his face? I don't know. Maybe because his podcast is of women disrespecting him? You know what I'm saying? Guys, this is real simple to understand. And the thing is that if you're in a situation where you gotta like keep kicking chicks out and all this other shit is happening, right? You're the common denominator. See, let's look at this one right here too. Look at another one. Let's look at another one real quick, because this will be the last one.
You could get off the podcast.
Ain't about getting out the podcast.
If you're not respecting me, you can see yourself out the door.
It's about conversation and
If you're not respecting me, you can see yourself out the door.
It's about
you just said you will respect her. If you're not respecting me, this is my building that you in.
I respect both of y'all, but it's
okay,
just
so if you're not
understanding
actually
and
get
listening.
out of here. You out of here, yo. Gary, like, she out. She done. Drinking too much, yo. Send her out. She out of here. Bye.
I'm out for listening and understanding.
Peace. She out of here. Yo, Light, take her out, bro. Please excuse. Make your way out.
Again, why would a woman think it's okay to disrespect this man?
Right.
It's because this is what's been set up for the show.
Right.
Because listen, there's other podcasts that I've seen. Like I was watching this podcast. Damn, I forgot the guy's name. Shit. But he had a video where he had Sadia Khan and this other dating coach named Matthew Hussey on his podcast, and they were having a dialogue. And this guy, I can't remember his name, but he has a lot of podcasts where he has women on there. I've never, not one time, seen a woman throw anything at him, curse him out, or he had to kick out a woman. Right? There's other podcasters like Jay Shetty and all these other guys out there. They have women on their podcast. They have a conversation. I've never seen these chicks fucking throw shit, get angry, storm out, or got to get kicked out.
Right.
But see, this is the type of stuff that happens on his podcast, because what happens is that women already come into the situation already ready to disrespect. Or what happens is that he's basically saying disrespect is allowed here. That's all that is. So when you guys are dealing with women and women are disrespecting you, guess what you're saying to them? You're saying disrespect is allowed here. That's why they disrespect you. So when you guys are going out and you tell a chick, hey, meet me for drinks at Friday, and she says, I don't want to do that. You got to take me out to dinner. And you're like, okay. And then later you want to cry that she disrespected you. She's already disrespected you by ignoring what you said at the beginning and tried to switch it, and you fucking continue to deal with her.
Right.
You see how it's all connected, guys? So this podcast and shit like this is just a representation of women act this way when you allow women to act this way. Like I said, it's his fault. You're like, no, these 304s are so belligerent and fucked up and messed up and crazy. No, it's your fault. You created a situation where that was allowed in your space. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not a thing where, motherfucker said, hey, this happened one time. We don't allow this on our podcast, right? And if we see any of this even beforehand, right, this is not going to go down. And on top of that, we are only going to choose specific type of women to be on the podcast. You see what I'm saying? Women that we vetted. But again, this is not about actually getting, like real conversations going. This is about getting foolishness so that they can get clicks, and all the guys who don't have game love to watch it. That's how it works. That's all it is. So guys, understand that, these things are orchestrated and manufactured to trigger losers. Losers. You understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So that's what happens. And this is the whole red pill, situation where they want these guys to be, oh man, these fucking women are crazy. And that's why this and hypergamy and these women don't know how to act and so forth and so on. Because truth be told, you got to understand, content like this makes guys feel good about themselves. Because then if they're not in a relationship, or they can't get a girl, or the girl that they like doesn't want them, they can always say, oh, because she's for the streets.
Right.
She's a 304. She's one of these modern women. You see what I'm saying? And that's basically how it goes down. And also, too, remember, some of these women will go on here strictly to do this because they're like, oh, this is going to go viral. So I got to, I'm trying to get my moment. That's why when Kevin Samuels had his show, he would have a lot of people, a lot of women come on there and just do a bunch of goofy shit because they wanted it to go viral so they could have their viral moment. You see what I'm saying? So that's basically what it is. So guys, this is what I'm telling you guys. Understand that when you see these podcasts, that's not a representation of game. You understand what I'm saying? At all.
Right.
At all. You understand what I'm saying? That is not.
That's oh man.
At all.
No, but Lucario, we're just haters because these guys get more views than us. That's
that is true. That's right. You're right.
That's all it is. That nothing that you just said made any real sense.
Right.
We're just haters because these guys get way more views than us. That's all.
Right. Exactly. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Lucario said all that bullshit just to let y'all know that we're just a bunch of haters, bro. Like
we're just sticking up for women. That's what
right.
So guys, call in. We're about to end this in like maybe 15 minutes. So guys, you want to call in, now is the time. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. Questions, because we're gonna do the Friday show later today at 4:15. So make sure you guys tune in for that later on. After you guys get some sleep and come back and check this out. Let's see what some of these questions are saying. You said, I feel great about myself when I'm honest. Mold on those women, but it only works rarely. Feels like most women aren't ready for honesty and need the pretense of a guy courting them for their ego. No, that's not true. What you got to understand is that women they want honesty. It's just that those women may not necessarily be into you. But when you're honest and you attract the women who are into you, they're going to be into that honesty and they're going to actually, go down that path of, following your lead and doing what you want to do because they're feeling you like that. Right. So you got to understand this. And this is the thing. You guys have to get used to understanding and realizing that you're not supposed to get with every woman or every woman's. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. Like, and that's not how it should be. Matter of fact, most of the women you talk to, or I should say this, the larger percent of women that you talk to, you're not going to get with. It's not going to happen. You understand? And there's so many variables as to why that's not going to happen.
Right.
But the problem is that when you're so thirsty for a woman, right, you get into this mode of, well, I need to figure out the right words to say and the right things to do so I can get that particular woman or any woman that I want. And that's not realistic.
Right.
You understand? Shout out to my dude, Dan, for the $20 support. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. That's what's up. And let me see. Let me go to some more of these questions real quick. Hold on. If you guys have questions, put a Q in the chat. Let's get to your question. Says, I approached a woman at a fast food place that was waiting for her food. All of a sudden, I walk over. She tells me, wait. She's going to restroom. I waited 3 minutes, then left. Did I do the right thing? What? Wait, hold on. I read that wrong.
What?
Woman at a fast food place that was waiting for her food. All of a sudden, you walked over and she told you to wait. She's going to the restroom. Oh, and then you said you waited for 3 minutes and then you left. Yeah, you should taking too fucking long. Let's go to you shouldn't have waited in the first place. You should have just been like, yo, before you go, just take my number down.
Exactly.
718, I think this might be Moses. Is this Moses?
Yeah, I donated. What's going on?
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate you. Appreciate it.
Is what's going on, Moses?
It's popping.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna. I have to call in, man. Because let me tell you something. Situations like this, I never experienced situations like this. Because this is why shout out to this video. I to me, a lot of dudes be like, man, you should invite a chick straight to the crib and smash. I'm like, bro, to me, I plan to. When I first,
oh shit, my bad. My shit was delayed. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, yo, to me, I like to plan a date the first time I meet a chick because so I could vet the woman to see, so I could test the woman, to see what kind of woman I'm dealing with, so I don't get caught up in situations like this when you're at the crib. Because understand this, if you I'm pretty sure he probably dated one of these chicks. So if you dated one of these chicks, right, on the first date, these women have got to show him uncooperative behavior on a date before bringing him on a show. You understand? So if you knew this woman was uncooperative, wasn't respecting you on the first date, what made you think she's gonna respect you on a show,
right,
or at your house? So all of that is happening because of the man. Because if he knew how to lead and know how to give women simple baby instructions, this would have never happened. You understand? So understand, when women disrespect you, it's all your fault because you didn't know how to read the red flags, read the signs. So that's all I wanted to say. And thanks for taking my call. One last thing. This is why we gotta tell guys, charge chicks to the game when they are not cooperating. You understand? So I'm pretty sure that chick was a baddie, but he took her on the show because she's a baddie, but ignored the red flags. So situations like this, that's how it happens. So thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Moses. Appreciate your fam. All right. Let's get some of these questions. Let me see what these other questions are saying. So it says, where do fears come from when approaching women? Comes from your mind. That's where it comes from. Comes from you thinking too much. What do you call a man who drink and smoke weed but gets butthurt when the man gets ignored by people? I want your thoughts on it, Lucario Miles. Thank you very much. Wait, call a man who drinks and smokes weed but gets butthurt when the man gets ignored. I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, what is he talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You gotta call up. I don't know what you're talking about. What do I do when I'm talking to a woman and she bring up her kid? Should I still let her know I just want sex or walk away? Well, first of all, if you're talking to a woman, right, you should be guiding the conversation. If you're interested in hooking up with her, then guide the conversation to that topic. Her having a kid doesn't mean that you can't still just have sex with her. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, a lot of the chicks that you have an easier time smashing are the women who have kids. You understand what I'm saying? That who are like the single moms and all that other shit. You see what I mean? They want dick too. You feel what I'm saying? So
they want dick.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Man, let me see. Hold on. It says during the vetting process, when do you introduce special sex fetishes that are not common? I can smash without it, but not for multiple times. Understood. Elle said, don't do the crazy stuff early. Yeah, the thing is, what I would say is that you introduce that shit, right, as it's coming to the point where you would make her your girl. So, like, if you're vetting a woman for 12 months, it should be like the 10th or 11th month that you're trying to do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then see, what it is and see if y'all are compatible with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't want to do all that crazy extra stuff too early. Because the thing is that if she's into it, then you at that point introduced extra shit into the situation. It's just like when you guys have, like, let's say for example, you have you smash a chick on the first date. It's the first time you're smashing, right? You don't do all the crazy shit. You like just pull your dick out, fuck her for like 5 minutes, and then call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be doing the whole, like if you're a romantic ass nigga, you're not gonna be putting rose petals on the bed for this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't doing all that. So just keep it simple until she's worth or earned the other shit.
Vet your bitches well.
Exactly. Yo, that's a dope soundbite. That's a fact. You said, is this also for Fresh and Fit, who goes off on women all the time on their show? Yeah, well, Fresh and Fit is the originators. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is that what happened is that that's why you got all these copycats that are doing it and making it more of an actual thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what happened is that because Fresh and Fit did it, then you got other people who's trying to emulate the same shit and they do that same shit. But even with Fresh and Fit show, remember I told you guys a zillion times, Fresh and Fit show is for that entertainment purpose, just like these shows. The problem is that these guys, especially on this show, is that they're purposely trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like he's purposely trying to get the situation to trigger the girl because of how he talks at the women.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying?
And to answer your question, the rules of the game go for fresh and fit for this nigga. Anybody who have a podcast that they don't if they act like they don't realize why the bitches are being disrespectful,
right?
Then that means they don't really have the game.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But I'd say it like this. I'd say fresh and fit. I think they have a full understanding.
Right.
And that's a part of their whole appeal. That's a part of their whole shit. That's why he calls it Frank Castle.
Exactly, right.
Because he realized that it's a novelty of the whole podcast talking to women shit.
Right. Mm-hmm. Real talk, man. Oh, April said, he said, but what if she's not into it and you spent 10 months doing vanilla shit? Well, if she's not into it, then she can't be a girl. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she can't be a girl. Because if that's something that's important to you, and you know, you're like, okay, well, she almost made it to the finish line, but I can't. We ain't really going, because this is something that, you understand what I'm saying. But the thing is that because it's a special, because it's like this. It's almost like, let's take sex out of it. Let's say I like to fly to Spain to eat at a specific restaurant, right? Even though this is something that I like to do, I'm not going to do that in the first month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks I've been dealing with this girl, because then she's going to take that to mean something else. And on top of that, that's a lot of shit to do for a woman who hasn't earned that spot or situation. So even though I like to do those things, it shouldn't be introduced that early. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot, and this is what you guys got to understand about the vetting process. It's real simple. The less she's done and the less she's been there, right? The less she gets. You know what I'm saying? The more she's done and the more she's been there, the more she gets. That's the simplest way to put it. You know what I'm saying? And so that goes all across the board of what you're doing in these situations with this woman. That's why when you first meet a chick, it should just be, oh, you know, we getting together, hooking up, and that's that. You see what I'm saying? Because you want to see how consistent she is with the least and see if she's going to still be consistent with the least to get to the next level. Because then now she's earned that spot to get more. You see what I'm saying? The problem is that what happens is that a lot of you guys, what you do is that you give away your whole entire arsenal to the chick in the first fucking week and shit because she's hot. And then what happens is, because you do that, she starts to feel entitled. She's like, well, wait a second. You gave me all these 10 things. I need 11 things next week. And then you're like, damn, I'm just trying to give her 2 things today. And then she's like, nigga, why you acting like that? And blah, 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 blah. And you're like, yo, Lucario Miles, how come these girls be tripping? And it's like, nigga, you gave her too much. You can't go backwards with women. And that's the problem with a lot of you guys. What you do is you do all this extravagant shit, and then all of a sudden you just want to chill.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to chill. She's looking at you like, nah, nigga.
You don't work that way, bro.
You've been giving me lobster and shrimp this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You see what I mean? And then that's when you start to get that drama. What you want to happen is that you want her to earn the lobster and shrimp. So when she gets that, she's like, oh my God, I'm so grateful to be sitting here eating lobster and shrimp with you. You want her to think in her mind, we've come a long way. I remember when I first met this guy, he used to just fuck the shit out of me. Now we eating lobster and shrimp. You see what I'm saying? Because that's going to make her respect it more and appreciate it more. That's what you guys got to understand. That's how it works. All right, so where's that? This says, Lucario, does it kill sexual attraction if I tell my girl she can't have male friends after we just made the relationship official? Well, this is the thing. See, the whole thing about the male friends thing is tricky because if a woman says she has male friends, if he's not gay, right? Or if he's not, like, let's say a guy she's known since elementary school and that's just her homeboy from years and years and years and they just been cool like that or whatever. And even him, you know, that's all this for. But this is the thing. The reason why male friends is a tricky thing is because within that situation or dynamic, somebody's bullshitting or everybody's bullshitting. And what I mean by that is this, is that the girl may think her male friend is actually her friend because she's naive. But you know that the guy is bullshitting because you know guys don't really want to be friends with chicks like that. Especially if your girl's hot, you think you know he's trying to fuck, right? Or the guy and your girl is bullshitting, meaning she knows he wants to fuck and he knows he wants to fuck. So that's a whole nother dynamic there too, right? So this is why you have to, sort of look at that and see what it is. But the thing is that you telling your girl that she can't have male friends within itself is an issue, because if a chick is your girl, she knows, right, that she shouldn't have any guys around who's trying to fuck her if y'all are monogamous. You see what I'm saying? So her purposely doing that, right, should tell you something if you're going to be in a monogamous situation. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about like, oh, I should tell her. She should know that she knows what's acceptable and not acceptable being in that monogamous relationship with you and hanging out with some dude who she knows wants to fuck her. You see what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, the guy wants to fuck. And 9 times out of 10, you're probably in a monogamous relationship. So, you gotta, see all the things that's going on in that dynamic. All right. So this says, are there levels to high sexual attraction? She goes home first date to smash, but might not go to the bathroom to smash, or is that medium interest? So the nasty things are a real test. So this is the thing. So what happens is it really depends on the girl, right? As far as what she's comfortable doing sexually, but her wanting to have sex, right, is just the actual sexual attraction, right? The high sexual attraction. So she may say, well, she might not necessarily be comfortable fucking you in the bathroom, but she's like, oh, can we go to your house? Right? So she's still letting you know she wants to smash, just I don't want to smash in this dirty ass bathroom. You feel what I'm saying? So a girl also might smash you in a dirty ass bathroom. Either way, the point is, does she want to smash or not? That's what will show you if she has, that high sexual interest in you. You see what I'm saying? Because some girls, they freaky like that. And some girls ain't really,
right.
They got to be in that. Because remember too, a girl still has to be in the right state of mind to want to be able to get comfortable enough to make something happen. You see what I'm saying? All right, last question we got here. How you feel about dating a woman who doesn't know her baby father? Donnell, you asked this question, I think, like 4 times already on different shows. What do you talk like? What's going on with you, man? like call up, man. We need to ask you some questions. I don't even know what you mean by this, man.
She doesn't know him?
I don't know what he's talking about. He said how you feel about dating a woman who doesn't know her baby father? How do you not know the baby father? You talking about like maybe she fucked a bunch of guys and don't know who's the father, I guess? Is that what he's saying?
He got to call in.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what you talking about, my nigga. Oh, man. All right, last question. Do you guys consider that normal to eat the pussy of your fuck buddies? It's not that it's normal or abnormal. It just like it kind of just depends on the dynamic. I wouldn't really do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just me. You know what I mean? But I feel like if you were to do that, it would need to be with like a chick that, you got some serious communication with and she's consistent. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like me, I'm really like, my girl, we could do that, but not no fuck buddies. I don't know. I just couldn't do that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. You feel what I'm saying? Just can't do it. Crazy. But anyway, so guys, make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Get up on that ASAP. because the summer sale is still on. $1 to get the shit cracking for 30 days. Make sure you guys get that shit going. You feel what I'm saying? Also, yeah, get your tickets to the Game Kings screening. Let me play that real quick. Make sure you guys go and get that shit going. So make sure you guys check this out. Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now.
Woo. Yeah.
Do it. So make sure you guys get them tickets. Just do it. Just do it, man.
Oh, dope.
Oh yeah, and guys, I want to say this too, because before I came on the show, before I did the show, I went to this bar in my neighborhood by myself, right? And I just sat there because I was thinking of a topic of the show, and I was like, oh, let me do this and shit. So I'm sitting there, I'm drinking my Amaretto sour, and I'm just chilling, and the bar is filling up with women, and I'm like, you guys need to get the fuck out. And it's like, I was talking to these 3 girls, you know what I'm saying, for like a half an hour, just about some regular shit. But I'm like, yo, dudes need to get the fuck out of the house.
Facts. That's real.
Like, you guys need to get the fuck out of, because I'm sitting there and I'm just chilling. And it's just like people everywhere. And then I'll just get into this long ass conversation with these chicks going back and forth. And I'm like, dude, there's so much chicks out here for you guys to get shit cracking. So again, I know a lot of you guys are jumping on the online dating, which is great, but also please get your ass out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your ass outside and get you cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of action going on out there, people. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go do that. All right, so that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. Anything else, Miles, you want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah, there's only a couple of days left to join the membership, guys, and yeah, get your tickets. October 26th, man. Game Kings 2. Game Kings 2 documentary screening, man. Get your tickets, man. All right? Yeah.
Talk. So that's about it, people. We out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch-ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And they only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never, ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.